Dirty diggers, how's it going? Been a while. It's been 8 or 9 months, I think, since we've done a little bit of a look around out here. Bit of a walk around. Slowly been getting all the weeding up to one end, so there won't be much weeding to do in the future. But what we're going to have a look at today is all the pineapples. Pineapples everywhere, bananas everywhere. Let's get into it. Let's get dirty. Let's get digging. All right. Let's see along here. Let's go in for a look along here. So let's do a pineapple count while we're at it, eh? We'll start in here. 1, 2. Hang on, where's number 2? There's number 2. And there's number 1. Number 1, number 2. Number 3. Number 4's coming through there. Number 5. Number 5, you can see I've cut off all the points of these. Nobody likes to get hit, poked in the eye with these, and I'm getting rid of all the serrated type too. Anyway, so I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 so far. Remember the 13, lucky 13. Got a few more over here somewhere. 13, 14, 15. There's lucky 15. There's lucky 16 in there too. There's 16, 16. 17. There we go, 17. 18. 19. Oop. Got 20 coming up in there. Got 21 over here. There's 21. I don't think this one's doing anything yet. You can see I've got pineapples everywhere. 21 we said, didn't we? None over there. 21. There's 22. 23. 24. 24 pineapples coming up. And you can see how many more, and I'm always planting more. I like pineapples to come up all year round. There's 24 pineapples, ladies and gentlemen. Something to be excited about. Up here we've got there's one bunch of bananas. That's a small bunch. They look like they're going to be small bananas too. So we've got those there. This bunch is looking pretty good. This is coming on. It's a second bunch of bananas. That's the third bunch right there. They've been there for a while. They're getting nice and big and juicy actually, that bunch. As you can see, so that's 3 bunches of bananas. Oh, we're getting a bit of shakes here from the gimbal. It's not liking it. And we've also got here the 4th bunch coming through. We've already had a couple of bunches this year, so we're up to, I think this is the 7th or 8th bunch this year. But just in case you've never seen what they look like when they come up, you'll notice the leaf next to the actual banana bunch coming up looks a lot different than your normal leaf. So that's what they'll look like. That's how you can tell you got bananas coming up. That nice pointy one right there. And you can see the leaf looks completely different that it comes out of. So just something in case you've never seen bananas come up before. So 4 bunches of bananas coming up. Now we'll just go for a bit of a wander around the yard here, just to see if it's looking much different than last year. And I'm giving the new recording setup a go too. Here I've got the old phone on a really good gimbal that's supposed to have a camera on it, but I've decided to use it for the phone now, so hopefully you're getting a nice smooth experience, and we'll continue in further videos. I've cut back all the chilies here. They've all had a good cut back. If they die off, they die off. I get chilies coming up everywhere, so I'm not too worried about chilies. You can see I've got them all through there. But that one's been there for a few years, that big one. So we'll see how it goes. Trying to keep this nice and damp. So now the new goal on this part is, once these banana trees here go, the bananas will be forward to about here more. So nowhere near the house. I don't want them anywhere near the house, but I'm liking bananas, mainly because, well, obviously bananas are yummy. They do taste completely different than the mass-produced ones. Everyone said that's tried them. They just have more flavour. They taste like bananas. But also bananas, even if you don't like bananas, and you've got the room and you can grow them, excellent mulch. I've been loving them from the mulch. And excellent. I'll show you what else they're good for here for the mulch. Something else I like to do with them. I've put it around the other side there. You've seen me do it before, where I cut the banana tree in half. And I use it like a wooden log type of effect, basically. Let's have a look at it. So this side's going to have more fruit and that eventually as well. Killing all the weeds. Got this frangie that I moved. It's actually looking really healthy at the moment. So we want to be getting a bit of shade on the cars, and come summer, these 2 trees here should be given a lot more shade here, and hopefully keep the carriage doors cooler. So these were just banana trees. These were the banana trees, and you cut them in half and then cut them in half again. Lay them down as logs. Helps with killing off the weeds or grass. You can see about these rubber trees in here, which nobody likes, but I've found from the one out the front that if you keep cutting them back and they get nice and stocky and nice and bushy, they look fantastic. So it's going to be a little kind of hedge of the rubber trees there, and probably passion fruits in amongst all that, because why not? So you can go back and have a look at the vid from when was that, a couple of years ago, when I just put all that in, and you can see the difference, and they're all looking really good now. So it looks better than what we got here anyway. All along here is starting to look really nice. This Egyptian, I think it's called Egyptian jasmine, it's starting to look nice now. It's starting to get a good shape to it. So I'm starting to grow it out along it's going to take over here a bit and just be a nice little kind of hedge in a way. Got the bananas in all along here now. They're looking really good. So I'll just give you a view along here where you can see I've moved the coconut. And the bananas will be taken off. So along here will be a lot of bananas eventually. So I've got the bleeding heart starting to take off here at the front. That's going to give us some. You can see the shade that it's thrown over here. Come summer, that's going to be between that and the bananas. We should be pretty damn happy. Shade wise, should be excellent. So looking forward to all those getting a little bit higher, giving us all the shade. This coconut that was right here, decided to move because after seeing where other people had them, and they don't get massive. They're not the super high variety like you see over there in the distance. They're not like that, but they can get quite wide. So I decided to move it, and also in the wet season that gets a lot of water there, so that'll soak up the water and love it. It's It's going to love it there. And more bananas. I've managed to get all the weeds down at the moment. I've only got this section to weed off and to mulch up, and all the garden will be looking after itself. It's taken a while, but you know, you just got to be patient. It's the name of the game. You can see in there I've got about 30, there's about 30 pineapples growing in there. So along with those 25 that are actually growing, we've got all these ones waiting to come up, and anywhere I find a space, I just chuck a pineapple. So there'll probably be some going in along here. I'm going to probably, that banana tree might come out. Try to keep it a little space here for the coconut. I think I moved it just in time because it didn't like being moved. Oh, you can see here I'm just trying to reinforce it until it takes root. I wish I did. It's not something I wanted to do, but it had to be done before it got bigger. So there you go. Let's have a look. Where else are we going? Oh, let's just go for a little bit more of a walk around here, eh? Orange tree, still waiting for that. I need to go out and buy chicken manure. Give everything a big hit of chicken manure before the wet season comes. But this is what I mean about the rubber tree. You can see I quite like the red leaves. I think they look fantastic. So I've found the trick with the rubber tree is just to keep cutting it back. It loves it. It grows back straight away. Everything about it's fantastic. You know, the way the leaves actually come out and appear out of nowhere overnight sometimes. And you know, if it's starting to look gangly and too skinny, just cut it back. So I'm really turning into a fan of the rubber tree, which most people don't like. Mainly because I just love these leaves. They add nice colour to all the green. It's nice to get the splashes of red everywhere with all the greenery. And I found that you just keep cutting them back, make them nice and sturdy, nice and thick, nice and stocky. And I think they're a great looking tree. So that's about as high as this one's going to get. It's just going to keep getting cut back all the time. All these type of thin branches, they'll get cut. What I do usually when I'm pruning, most people do too I suppose, is I just take it in turns. I don't cut everything at once. I try not to unless it's a chili. But you know, that'll end up getting cut eventually. You can see some of these thinner branches. And eventually it'll just be nice and thick and stocky. The birds love hanging out in it and getting the water off it when I'm out here watering the plants. The sunbirds love sliding off all of these leaves and giving themselves a bath. It's really quite humorous to watch them. Lemon tree, yeah, needs a good shock of chicken. I think once I give everything their chicken poo, a couple of shocks of chicken poo, I'll be taken off. The lychee here is looking really good. So this is the lychee that I started from a seed. So we'll wait and see how that lychee ends up turning out eventually. I'm liking it where it is. So what's probably going to happen with this lychee is I did watch a guy and he kept a good shape to one. So they're a real nice tree. It'll eventually take over this tree, which I can't remember the name of right now. And if you know it, leave me a comment. This will eventually get chopped down and the lychee will be given all the shade for here as this one is now. But for now, that's doing a great job of giving shade, which you need up here. It's amazing when you look around Cairns that people have bare front yards and that. It's amazing. And then people whinge about the heat. Dragon fruits need a little bit of a go over. I'm thinking of maybe grabbing another big pot. I'll start breaking them up. Maybe start looking after them a bit, and they might give me something. So we'll see how we go with those. But they're looking pretty good. Not really doing anything to the dragon fruits like I should. These different mosses and funguses you get are super interesting. And if you know the name of any of these, or you know anything about them at all, leave me a comment. I appreciate any comments left about anything to do with any of these plants that I don't know anything about. That's a little bowl of water for the birds that come along. little honey eaters and sunbirds. Love that stuff. These keep coming up everywhere. I think this was this the buckaroo or something like that it was called. Name escapes me right now. We went and had a look at the nursery the other day. If you know the name of that, let me know if you know exactly what that is there. And the same with this. I know it's native. I think this is the one we saw, the buckaroo. And you can see I've got a chili or something coming up there, so that's going to stay. But these come up everywhere. They're native. I've seen them at the nursery, both of those, for sale, so I know they're not a complete nuisance. Got some free palms coming up in there, courtesy of the birds, so they'll come out once they start to get a bit bigger. And I'll just chuck those in some pots out the back, I think. Got some coming up in there too. Thanks, birdies. Birds have given me a lot of free plants. These, just like this bleeding heart that's coming up here, which is great now. It's so nice sitting out here in the mornings and you get the shade. And you can sit out here till about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning now and not get sunburnt, which is awesome. Got the zebras in over there, the zebra plant, I think they're called. They're quite nice there. They're filling in that spot anyway, which is cool. All the sugarcane. I'm keeping the sugarcane contained in this area here, and because it's close to the tap and I can water it whenever I want. This sugarcane, we actually found it on the side of the road. It was left behind by its mother in a box floating downstream. And I noticed that it was the purple variety, which I'd already heard someone talking about is good for chewing on. So that's the good chomper varieties. Is nearly ready to come out and we'll have a taste of it soon. But why not grow your own sugarcane if you can? That's all the sugarcane's coming up from one piece that wasn't even that big. It was maybe half the size of big ones there. We've got about 18 pieces coming up. You can see here these ones came up off the other roots here. So get another one. Grow it if you can. I mean, it looks nice too. And it looks nice there with the hot Rio nights. You get those nice red flowers there from the hot Rio nights coming through. And it's just nice when you look out of the bathroom window there and you hear the sugarcane swaying around in the wind. It looks great, sounds good. So along here is where, like I said, when the bananas are gone, this row of bananas are gone, and these ones are the ones that will take over. I want to be able to walk through here, but I also want lots of interesting plants growing in here. So that just comes down to, oh, they're growing back nice. It's some type of lily. We keep getting it dying off, but it's done all right. So the trick in here is trying to keep everything just moist. Just moist enough to keep the plants happy. And you've got philodendrons and you've got the elephant ears. They're the varieties I'm going to try to keep in there. So hopefully by the end of the next wet season, this bleeding heart here will have grown across to around where the bananas are on this side, this third banana plot as I called it at the time. And this whole front area here should be nice and shaded, which will help with shading all of this area here and keeping it just nice and moist, basically. Moist. So I've been loving these bromeliads, and they're growing all over these branches that I cut down out the front. So if you've got any trees you need to cut down, try growing some bromeliads on them. Okay, there's one that's about to flower. You can see exactly how they're a pineapple. Look at that spider there. And that's the freebies that we got. Nice sun shower, come out in the mornings and lay in that, get my vitamin D hit. And all the plants are carrying on. Probably going to end up changing those planter boxes down there in the next month or two, and probably just chuck all dragon trees in there. We'll try to get this to feel a bit more like a billabong or something like that. And that's pretty much stayed the same. I'll show you something here with look at the passion fruits there. Passion fruit city. Passion fruit city. I'll tell you how many are on here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I think I can see 14 on there actually. Lorraine just did a heap of passion fruits. Let's have a look at the passion fruits Lorraine prepared earlier, ladies and gentlemen. There's a big jar of them right now. Look at that. Probably about $40 worth of passion fruit right there. That's a lot of goodness right there for you. And the reason we got this, I was really happy to find this. I've been looking for a small table for a while, because this is my favourite spot, morning and afternoon. Well, when that banana leaf is gone right in front of me here. But whether it's sunset or sunrise, that mountain looks spectacular. Just a really nice spot to kick back and have a coffee or a beer. And it's also where I'm going to start doing more music live streams. If you haven't gone over to the Wardy channel, get over there, look me up. I'll leave a link in the description at the Wardy Fix, and I'll be doing a lot of live streams from right here from now on, coming up starting this week. So get in over there, pull up a chair, take in the scenery. Why would you want to be anywhere else? Look at beautiful day, perfect weather. On days like this where it's just perfect, it is true paradise. And if you're from the Cairns region, drop a comment, say good day. If you've got a cool garden, or you know someone with a nice garden or anything, tell them to get in contact. One of the reasons I started this channel was to try to see other people's gardens and not really focus on mine so much. And when I say tropical Oz garden, I mean basically this whole region, pretty much from, I don't know, Innisfail all the way up to the Tablelands. It's just one big garden up here. So if you've got a garden in your Cairns and you want to share it, give me a call. Or drop me an email or leave me a message and we'll catch up. Other than that, dirty diggers, get out there. Get dirty. Get digging. Do it all. And let your garden tell you what it wants, because it's waiting for you right now. Until next time, stay dirty.